Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Sofia Fakihah binti Ahmad Bukhari, matrix number 1231479. So today I will start the presentation with the introduction and problem statement. If we look at the reality of social media usage in Malaysia today, statistics show that 86% of the Malaysian population are active user, with a significant 7.7% increase recorded recently. So among university students, 76.3% manage more than 3 active social media accounts, and most alarmingly, recent reports from Ipsos Digital 2025 indicate that Malaysians spend an average of 8 hours a day online. And this data suggests that social media usage has become excessive, potentially diverting students' concentration away from their academic responsibility. So this study will be conducted to identify the influence of social media usage on academic performance among University Teknologi Mara UITM Shah Alam's undergraduate students. Moving on to the problem statement, for this study, I have identified this as a practical research problem. And according to our course materials, a practical problem focuses on concrete details of a situation that needs improvement. So we have identified two primary practical issues, which is time management and procrastination, and also shortened attention span. For time management and procrastination, there is a widespread lack of self-control regarding social media use. This leads to academic procrastination where students delay tasks for entertainment. This is a practical crisis because it results in haphazard work done at the last minute, leading to a decline in quality that fails to meet lecturer expectation. The second issue is shortened attention span, which is the prevalence of short format content such as TikTok, Reels and Short is conditioning the younger generation to have shorter attention span, and practically this disrupt the brain's ability for deep thought, making it difficult for students to focus during 3-hour classes or when analyzing complex scientific journal. Finally, why does this practical problem matter in the context of UITM Shah Alam? As per the criteria for an effective problem statement, we must show the consequences if the problem is not addressed. While global studies exist, there is a gap in understanding this issue within our specific environment. So UITM Shah Alam has a unique learning culture and high academic competition. Without this study, we cannot truly grasp the severity of the issue at this campus or develop practical ways to help our students balance digital engagement with their academic success.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iqmal Hamdi bin Shahidan. My matrix number is 1231447. So, I will briefly explain the research question, objective, definitions and scope of our study title, The Influence of Social Media Usage on Academic Performance Among UITM Shah Alam Undergraduate Student. So, we go through to the research question. This study focus on 3 main questions. First, we look at how often students use social media. Second, we examine whether social media affects students' academic performance. And third, we explore how students themselves view the impact of social media on their studies. For research objective, based on these questions, the study has 3 objectives. First, to identify students' level of social media usage. Second, to examine the effect of social media on academic performance. And third, to understand students' perception of how social media influence their studies. Definition of terms. In this study, social media usage refers to how often and how long students use platforms such as Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, and others. Academic performance refers to students' academic achievement such as CGPA or overall academic result. Undergraduate students are students enrolled in bachelor's degree program. And for the last one, influence refers to the impact social media may have on students' learning and academic outcomes. Scope of the study. This study is conducted among undergraduate students at UITM Shah Alam only. It focuses on social media use and academic performance and does not involve students from other campus or postgraduate programs. In conclusion, this study aims to understand how social media use affects students academically within a specific context. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will continue explain about the chapter 2, which is literature review. So this research aim and focus on the relationship between social media usage on students' academic performance, especially in university. So social media can define as a internet LED technology used for promotion of social interaction among the user community. Other than that, academic achievement also can refer to student achievement tasks such as understanding lesson and completing assignment, and also like their achievement in result exam and also their grade. As we know, social media is really needed in now generation, and most of students use the social media in their daily life, even for studies, for academic purpose, or for communication and their entertainment. So social media also help in the learning process and also contribute to the improvement of academic performance, such as using social media can make the learning process to find information more easier, and also using the social media can help students to communicate with their friend about the related topic or anything discussion more flexible, such as using WhatsApp, Telegram, and now social media have many features that upgraded, such as voice and video call, so that's make the discussion through the social media same like the face-to-face. However, social media usage also can cause a bad reputation for the students' academic performance, such as some students use social media only for the entertainment purpose, not for academic purpose, such as scrolling TikTok, watch the video, or chatting and socialize. So that's make social media will distribute their attention for academic achievement. In addition, in social media, so student also can be always influenced by the influencer or any lifestyle that make student more focused on their lifestyle, like luxurious lifestyle, or to be influencer, to be famous, to be rich, rather than focus on their academic performance. So in conclusion, there is the connection or relationship between social media usage and students' academic performance. So the use of social media has its own advantage and disadvantage. So social media can give a positive impact and also negative impact, but it depends on how students use the social media, or how students manage their uses of social media. However, social media usage can bring many of advantage if students use it in the right way. Manage the time well and use social media wisely for searching information, research, learning process. Of course, it can lead to the good academic achievement. But if students use that uncontrolled and just focus on the entertainment purpose, that will lead to the negative impact on their academic performance.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mama Saif Iqbal Majimi. My matrix number 1231448. I will continue the presentations. Okay, for these sessions, I will be explaining the supportive theories used in this study. Basically, these theories help us understand why and how social media usage can affect academic performance among UITM Shah Alam undergraduate students. First, we have cognitive load theory. This theory says that our brain has a limited capacity to process information. So, when students are studying but at the same time checking social media, replying message or getting notifications, their attention is divided. All these distractions add extra mental load. Because of that, students may find it harder to focus, understand, and remember what they are learning. Over time, this can reduce learning efficiency and eventually affect academic performance. Next is uses and gratifications theory. This theory explains that people use social media based on what they want from it. For example, entertainment, social interactions, or informations. Among students, many use social media mainly for entertainment and socializing rather than academic purpose. When this happens, they tend to spend more time on social media just for enjoyment. As a result, they focus on academic work decreases and their engagement in learning activities also becomes lower. The third theory is time displacement theory. Basically, this theory means that when we spend more time on one activity, we automatically have less time for other activities. So, if students spend too much time on social media, that time is taken away from studying, revising, or completing assignments. This can lead to procrastinations, poor study habits, and lower academic performance. To conclude, these three theories clearly support this study. They show that excessive social media usage can affect students' academic performance through distractions, motivations, and poor time management. Therefore, these theories provide a strong foundation of examining the influence of social media usage among UITM Shah Alam undergraduate students. That's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hazi Imran bin Jamili. My matric number is 1233173. Alright, so in this presentation, I will explain Chapter 3, which is Research Methodology of my study, entitled The Influence of Social Media Usage on Academic Performance Among Undergraduate Students at University Technology Mara UITM Shah Alam. This chapter explains how the study was conducted. It includes the research method, research design, research population, and sampling technique. For this presentation, I will focus these four main sections. I will begin with research method first. The research method refers to the overall approach used to collect and analyze data in a study. This study adopts a quantitative research method. This method focuses on numerical data that can be measured and analyzed using statistical techniques. It is suitable for studies that aim to examine relationships between variables. In this study, the quantitative method is appropriate because it allows the researcher to measure students' social media usage and their academic performance objectively. Data were collected using a structured questionnaire with close-ended questions. A Likert scale was used to measure respondents' attitudes and behaviors. The collected data were analyzed using descriptive and inferential statistical analysis. Next, I will explain the research design used in this study. Research design refers to the overall plan that guides the process of data collection and analysis. This study used a cross-sectional survey design where data are collected from respondents at one point in time. This design is commonly used in social science research because it allows researchers to examine relationships between variables without long-term observations. The cross-sectional survey design is suitable for this study because it is time-efficient and cost-effective. It also aligns with the objective of analyzing the relationship between social media usage and academic performance at a specific time. After discussing the research design, I will move on to the research population. The research population refers to the entire group of individuals who are relevant to the study. The population of this study consists of undergraduate students at UITM Shah. This population was selected because undergraduate students actively use social media and are suitable for examining its influence on academic performance. By clearly defining the population, the study ensures that the findings are relevant to the intended group. Next, I will explain the sampling technique used in this study. This study used a convenience sampling, which is a type of non-probability sampling. Participants are selected based on their accessibility and willingness to participate. Convenience sampling is commonly used in educational research, especially when there are time and resource limitations. Although this sampling method does not fully represent the entire population, it is appropriate for this study and allows the researcher to collect sufficient data for analysis. So, in conclusion, this chapter has explained the research methodology used in the study. The study adopts a quantitative research method with a cross-sectional survey design. The research population consists of undergraduate students at UITM Shah, and convenience samplings is used to select respondents. These methodological choices provide a clear and systematic structure to ensure that the research objectives are achieved.
Alright, to conclude, this study examines how social media affects the academic performance of UITM Shah Alam undergraduate students. Social media is a major part of students' daily life and can support learning and communications. However, excessive and uncontrolled use can affect focus, time management, and academic responsibilities. While platforms like WhatsApp, Telegrams, YouTube, and Instagram are useful for learning, frequent non-academic use may lead to procrastinations and reduce concentrations. Supported by several theories, this study highlights the importance of using social media in a balanced and responsible way to improve academic performance. That's all from us. Thank you.